What's up guys, this is AppleTech752, and in this video I'm going to show you how to easily erase and activate your passcode locked and disabled devices with absolutely everything working perfectly, including calls, data, FaceTime, iMessage, notifications, Siri, signing into iCloud, setting your own password without the reboot issue. There are so many features in this method, and it literally turns your device into a brand new phone with no limitations whatsoever. I'm super excited to dive straight into this step-by-step tutorial, but first I want to give a huge thanks to IFPDZ because he is my collaborator who helped me with this method, and it would not be possible without him. So go follow him right now. His Twitter is up on the screen, IFPDZ_official, all lowercase. There is a Windows version for this program, which you can find on appletech752.com. Under quick links, you'll see it as Windows Passcode Bypass Tool. However, the process is very similar to the method I showed previously for passcode bypass on Windows. So I'm going to link that tutorial down below in the description. And in this video, we're going to focus on the new Sliver 5.4 for macOS High Sierra and Mojave. Let's get started. This method uses the Sliver bypass tool. To download it, just head over to my website, appletech752.com, and underneath the quick links right here, you'll find Sliver Mac, and then the latest version. Go ahead and download this to your desktop, and you should get a nice DMG file right here. Go ahead and double click it to open, and you'll get a pop-up just like this with the application and a README. It's very important that you open up this README with text edit and follow all the instructions. They're extremely crucial for making Sliver work. So I'm going to walk you guys through it right now. Just open up a terminal window, set that aside, go over to Finder and open up a new Finder window. Go to Applications and delete whatever old versions of Sliver you might have just by moving it to the trash, and then drag and drop the new one into your Applications folder. And you should get a little progress bar right there. That's perfect. And as soon as Sliver pops up in your applications, go ahead and show package contents by right-clicking, then expand the contents folder and find resources. Now go back into that terminal window you opened and type in sudo chmod -r755 space, and then drag and drop the resources folder. It's going to ask for your computer password, so just go ahead and enter the password you use to log in. And boom, just like that, we are all done and we can now use Sliver. So I'm going to close all of these windows, and let's head over to our Launchpad and find what should be the last application. Go ahead and open it up. So this method is for passcode locked and disabled devices. As you can see, I have a passcode locked iPhone 6s Plus right here, and this is a full method, guys. This is going to give us calls and data, iMessage, notifications, FaceTime, iCloud sign-in, setting a passcode, Siri, literally everything you could possibly want or ask for. It's going to be like a brand new device. So I'm super excited to jump into this and show you exactly how to turn this into a fully working and functional iPhone. Let's do it. So we're going to start by clicking on More Options and Passcode Bypass. And in here, we're just going to click on Important Instructions. These are just a few things you'll want to pay attention to. This only supports macOS High Sierra or Mojave. So if you have Catalina, Big Sur, or an older version like El Capitan or Sierra, then you're going to want to install a second partition or force upgrade to High Sierra or Mojave, because these are the only two versions that this passcode bypass is determined to be fully functional and working. So let's go ahead and run checkra1n before we begin right here. That's the first step. I'm going to open up checkra1n right now. It says it's not supported, but don't worry about that. Click on Options, Allow Untested Versions, Back, Start, OK, and Next. And if you've watched any of my other videos, then you're probably pretty familiar with this process, but I'll walk you guys through it the first time, and then the next few times I run checkra1n will be in fast motion. All right, and we're in recovery mode right now. So let's go ahead and hold the power and the home buttons, and then keep holding the home button. And just like this, checkra1n is going to go ahead and do its thing. And just like this, it says all done. So we are ready to start. Let's jump straight into this. I'm gonna quit checkrain, and the first thing we're gonna do here is back up the files. So it's very important that if you have another activation folder from, let's say you did this on an earlier version of Sliver or just some other method, like I do right here, that you go ahead and delete this folder. So I'm just gonna move it to the trash, or put it in like my documents folder, or just somewhere where it's not on the desktop. You need a clean desktop because this app is going to generate a folder and put it on your desktop, and you're going to need to access it throughout the method. So once you have a nice clean desktop, go ahead and click on Backup Files, and now we're relaying the device info. Just click OK. And just like that, super quickly, it created a nice activation folder for us. We're going to double click it to open, and let's see that we have all these files. See data arc, activation record, com.apple.com center.device specific, no backup. We've got that one right here. And then the FairPlay folder. And what you want to check for with the FairPlay is you can expand it, go into iTunes, control iTunes, and make sure you have this ic-info.sysv. This is what's really important in the FairPlay. So assuming you have this and all these three files, then you're absolutely perfect and all set for the next step. So we can click OK, and I'll just show you right here, we're still on the passcode screen, but not for long because we're gonna erase the device. And just like this, we are now on the erase iPhone screen without even having to restore. This is a super convenient way to do a passcode bypass because, no 3U tools, no iTunes. And just like this, as you can see, it's stuck on the little tiny bit of progress bar. There's a super easy fix for that. Just reboot the device. So hold the home and the power at the same time until the device turns off. Keep holding the home and the power. We're not going into DFU mode here. We're actually rebooting the device all the way. And in just a moment, there we go, Apple logo. So it says restore in progress. This may boot loop a few times, but just let it do its thing. And eventually it will show, a nice progress bar and then boot straight up to the setup screen. And that's exactly what we're looking for. I'm gonna speed up the video and I'll be back when it's finished. All right, and here we are back at the setup screen. So now we can go ahead and run checkrain just like the tool is telling us. I will run checkrain again. So let's go into the checkrain app, click on options, allow untested versions, back, start, okay, and next. And I'm just gonna speed this part up. We're gonna run checkrain and boot right back up to the setup screen. And here we are. I'm gonna go ahead and connect to my Wi-Fi network and we'll get to the activation lock page. All right, and here we go. I just logged in with my Wi-Fi credentials, and in just a moment here, we should see the activation lock. Just like this. That is perfectly expected. We're gonna go ahead and complete the remaining steps and bypass this with all of our saved activation files. Let's do it. So we can go ahead and close checkrain now. And I'm gonna click on relay device info. However, I made this a manual process because if it were automatic, it might not work for some of you, and I want it to be as reliable as possible. So to start this off, we're just gonna open up a terminal window and type kill all Python. And that should reset just like this. That's perfect. Next is actually one of the most important commands of this entire video. We actually have to chmod the activation folder, because if we don't, then we're not going to have permission to access it. So type in chmod-r755 and then drag and drop the activation folder and click enter. Next, we're going to copy and paste this command, copy, paste, and now we will copy and paste this next one right here. And this is exactly what it's supposed to say. It should say MUX device and then have a really long string of letter and numbers right here, and then say forwarding localhost 2222 to remote port 44. And as long as it says that, then you're all set. Do not close this window, minimize it and keep it down there. And now we're just gonna click on got it. And I'm gonna show you one more time that the device is on the activation lock page, and we are indeed locked out right here, and we're gonna fix that right now. Just like this, we're on activation lock. So let's activate the device. And just like this, the process has completed. So all we got to do is hold the home and the power button and reboot the device. Wait for it to turn off, keep holding, and then we should see the Apple logo in just a second here. There we are, Apple logo. I'm not going to speed this part up at all. I want you to see the full boot here, and then we're going to go straight to the data and privacy pane. Just like this, we are back at the setup screen, but this time, check it out. Set up manually and data and privacy. And just like this, we have achieved a full passcode bypass. And just like this, welcome to iPhone, get started. And here we are inside of the phone. And we can now use everything. And I'm going to show you that right now. Look at this, FaceTime, it says waiting for activation, but look at the prompt we got right here. It says wait 5 to 10 minutes and reboot. So we're gonna reboot the device one more time. Let's do that right now. All right, we're rebooting, and at this point, I don't even care about the plug, so I'm just gonna unplug it, and we are completely free of the computer now. Let's just wait for this iPhone to boot up, and then I'll show you guys the rest. Check it out, fully untethered. We booted straight up to the lock screen. So I'm gonna go ahead and set a passcode right now, because a lot of you were asking about that. Let's go into passcode and turn passcode on. I'm gonna set 123456. Use anyways, and then 123456. And just like this, you can go ahead and lock the device. We have a passcode here, but I'm gonna go ahead and restart it and show you that we are gonna go right back to the home screen with a passcode. So just like this, I'm holding the home and the power button to restart. And right now, we are back at the home screen without any activation lock, and we have a passcode. Check it out, how awesome is that? And we can go in the FaceTime app too, and look at this, FaceTime is working. No waiting for activation. FaceTime and everything is perfectly working. And we can even make a call too.
Thank you for calling 8.
Everything works perfect. I can even go into settings, sign in with my own Apple ID. I can even use Siri. Hey Siri.
Hello there.
How's the weather today?
Weather for where?
Siri works perfect. We now have a fully functional passcode bypass device. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash that like button and share it around with all your friends so everyone can access this method. It's extremely reliable and stable on macOS High Sierra and Mojave. So once again, don't try to use any other macOS versions. Just use either of those two versions, and then you should be all set. Of course, follow me on Twitter at AppleTech752. Follow me on Reddit at reddit.com/r/setupapp. And then on the web at appletech752.com. And until next time, have an incredible day and peace out.